students, in this today's class we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is the pH scale. What is the definition of a pH and what is the uses of the pH scale and how it is useful to measure the acidity of acids and bases. Okay, now in this lecture we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is called what? pH scale. Now what is the acidity and the pH scale? Now the acidic strength, what is the definition of acid? Which give H plus ions or H3O plus ions in water. If they have great tendency to donate the H plus ions, then that compound is called more acidic in nature. And the substance which has a tendency to produce OH minus ions in water is called base. And the compound which has a great tendency to give more H plus OH minus ions is called a strong base. Now here, how to express the concentration of H plus ions in aqueous solution? For such purpose, there is a one important measurement, that is called pH scale. This pH scale was introduced by S.P.L. Sorensen, a Dutch scientist. S.P.L. Sorensen, who explained the H plus ion concentration in terms of pH scale. Especially for very dilute solutions. Now, the definition of a pH scale: it is the negative logarithm to the base 10 of activity of hydrogen ion. The negative logarithm to the base 10 of what? Activity of hydrogen ion or hydrogen ion activity. Now what is the definition of activity? Activity is nothing but indirectly molar concentration for a dilute solution. If a solution is too diluted, then the molar concentration is nothing but activity. Okay. Now the pH is equal to minus log of activity of H plus ion concentration. Negative logarithm to the base 10 of activity of hydrogen ion. Okay. Now here, what is the AH plus? That is called activity of hydrogen ions, and the activity of hydrogen ions is nothing but the concentration of H plus ions or H3O plus ions in the solution. The condition required is very dilute solution. Here the formula to calculate the activity is equal to activity coefficient, that is called F, multiplied by the H plus ion concentration. Now activity, thermodynamic activity of H plus ions, that is the AH plus. Okay. Now in the aqueous solution. Okay. Next to F is called activity coefficient. What is F? Activity coefficient. Now here, for a very dilute solutions, basically in this ionic equilibrium we deals with very dilute solutions, okay, whose molar concentrations are less than 1 mole per liter or nearly equal to 1 mole per liter. That is, the molar concentration will be less than or equal to 1 mole per liter. That is 1 molar solution. Okay. Now for such solutions the activity coefficient is arbitrarily assumed to be 1. So if you put the F value 1 into H plus ion concentration, okay, will be the activity of hydrogen ion. So activity of hydrogen ion indirectly nothing but the H plus ion concentration for very dilute solutions. Remember, very dilute solutions. Let's suppose if the solution is very concentrated, whose concentration is greater than 1 mole per liter. For such purpose, the activity value will be less than 1, which can be experimentally determined, which can be practically determined. Okay. Now, if the higher concentration of the solutions are present, then the activity of H plus ions would be much less than the concentration of itself. Must be less than the concentration of itself, which can be calculated by experimentally. So we should not know the activity coefficient for concentrated solution directly. That's why it is experimental data. But whereas for dilute solutions, the activity coefficient is arbitrarily assumed to be unity. That's why the activity of hydrogen ion nothing but the molar concentration of H plus ion or hydrogen ion. Okay. Now there is another definition for the pH scale. The definition of a pH scale, it is the H plus ion concentration which can be expressed in terms of negative power of the 10, negative power of the 10, and the numerical value of that power is referred as a pH, Let's suppose I have H plus ion concentration. That H plus ion concentration I am writing 10 to the power minus x. I am writing what? 10 to the power minus x. If the H plus ion concentration, when I am writing 10 to the power minus x, the negative power of the 10, in which the numerical value, that is the x value, is referred as what? pH. The x value is referred what? pH. Are you getting my point? Example, suppose I have 0.01 molar hydrochloric acid aqueous solution. For 0.01 molar aqueous solution, shall I write 10 to the power minus 2 molar? Yes. When I am writing 10 to the power minus 2, in the 10 to the power of minus 2, now the numerical value of the power will be 2. That means the pH value here, what happens? 2. If the 10 to the power minus 3 will be there, let's suppose H plus ion concentration, the numerical value will be 3. So the pH of the solution become what? 3. Now, to understand, there is one more question given here. The H plus ion concentration is given 5 into 10 raised to minus 3. 5 into 10 raised to minus 3. Here, H plus ion concentration given how much? 5 into 10 raised to minus 3. If I convert this concentration into the negative power of the 10, then the numerical value of that power become the pH of the solution. Okay. Now 5 is nothing but 10 to the power 0.7 approximately. Okay. Now into 10 to the power minus 3. Bases are equal, then powers must be added. So 10 to the power how much? Minus 2.3. So the total value 10 to the power minus 2.3. So where the numerical value of the power is the 2.3. This 2.3 is nothing but the pH of the solution. Otherwise, you have one more method. Directly we can use the pH is equal to negative logarithm to the H plus ion concentration. That means here the definition, from here shall I write directly use pH is equal to negative logarithm to the base 10 of H plus ion concentration. This is the formula to calculate the pH of a solution. pH is equal to minus log to the base 10 of H plus ion concentration. Suppose if the H plus ion concentration is given how much? 5 into 10 raised to minus 3. Okay. Do you know log of A into B? Log A plus log B. If you apply the logarithm, you will get the minus log of 5 into 10 raised to minus 3. So if you apply the log AB formula, log A plus log B, so minus log 5 minus log 10 raised to minus 3. And minus log 5. The log 5 value, it is very important. Now the logarithm 5 value here, log 5 value 0.6990. Log 5 value is 0.6990, which is approximately 0.7. Okay, so that's why I am writing here minus log 5 minus 0.7. Now log x to the power n log x, so minus 3 will come to front side, so minus of minus become plus. So 3 into log 10. Log 10 value is 1. Log 10 value is how much? 1. So we have to remember at least log 1 to 10 values, so that it is very easy to calculate the pH scale. Because in pH scale we have to compulsory apply the negative logarithm of H plus ion concentration. Okay. Now here the pH scale depending upon the temperature, number 1. Number 2, nature of the solvent. Okay. In case of solvent water and the temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Let's suppose here at 25 degrees Celsius, do you know the H plus ion concentration? will be equal to OH minus ion concentration. Okay, will be equal to under root of Kw, which is under root of 10 to the power minus 14. So finally you will get how much? 10 to the power minus 7 moles per liter. It is only valid at 298 Kelvin or room temperature. Okay. Now, what is the pH of the water at 25 degrees Celsius? This is a very important objective question. What is the pH of water at room temperature? So, minus log of H plus. What is the H plus ion concentration? 10 raised to minus 7. So, the answer will be 7. What is the pH of the pure water at room temperature? Answer is 7. Okay. Now, similarly, what is the pOH of the pure water? Again, answer become how much? 7. Okay. Now the sum of the pH and pOH is equal to pKw. Yes. Sum of the pH and pOH is equal to how much? Sum of the pH and pOH become how much? pKw. This is valid for, it is valid for all solutions. All solutions, acidic solutions, basic solutions, even it is valid for pure water. Okay. Now, and all temperatures. This is valid for any temperature, that is all temperatures. pH plus pOH is equal to pKw is valid for all temperatures. Number 1. And it is also valid for all solutions. All solutions, that is acidic solution, basic solutions, even pure water also it is valid. Okay. Now at 25 degrees Celsius, suppose if the room temperature is specified, then pH plus pOH is equal to how much? 14. This pH plus pOH is equal to 14 only valid at room temperature. This is very important. Okay. So the total pH scale at room temperature is divided into 14 units from 0 to 14. From 0 to 14. Okay. This is a very important concept here. The pH scale was ranges from 0 to 14. And the middle point will be the 7. 0 to 14, the midpoint will be the 7, which is the neutral point of the water. That is the pH of the pure water is 7. Are you getting my point? That is the midpoint of the pH scale, that is the 7 at room temperature. That's why we referred it is as a neutral point for water only at room temperature. Still I am saying that temperature is room temperature. If temperature is not mentioned, by default we have to consider room temperature only. Otherwise, at a particular given temperature is given, then the Kw should be given. From the Kw, under root of Kw, we can calculate the H plus ion concentration, from which we can calculate the pH. Are you getting my point? Okay. Now, the neutral point, that is the pH value, will be half of the pKw. Half of the pKw. This is valid at all temperatures. It is applicable for all temperatures. At room temperature, we know the Kw 10 raised to minus 14 and pKw will be 14. So pH is equal to half of the 14, that is the 7. This is the neutral point. This will be the neutral point. In pure water, remember, as the temperature changes, the neutral point, that is the nature of water, do not changes. That means even if you see 0 degrees Celsius, even if you see 25 degrees Celsius, even if you see 100 degrees Celsius, the nature of water will always neutral. Remember, this is very important. 0 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड में सॉल्यूशन में जितना H प्लस आयंस है उतना ही वो H माइनस आयंस रहता. अगर सॉल्यूशन को आप गर्म करो, पानी को गर्म करके 25 डिग्री या 30 डिग्री या 50 डिग्री में कन्वर्ट करो, फिर भी उसमें जितना H प्लस आयंस है उतना ही वो H माइनस आयन रहता. अगर आप 100 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड तक हीट करो, फिर भी उसमें जितना H प्लस आयंस है उतना ही वो H माइनस आयंस रहता. मतलब वाटर का न्यूट्रलिटी हमेशा मेंटेन ही करेगा. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? बट when temperature changes, the pH of the solution changes. This is very important. This is very important. What is the important point? As the temperature increases, let's suppose, do you know, as the temperature increases, ionic product of water increases? Yes. When the ionic product of water increases, under root of Kw also increases, which is nothing but H plus ion concentration. When H plus ion concentration increases, the pH of the solution what happens? Decreases. Why? pH is equal to negative logarithm to the H plus ion concentration. This is very important. pH and H plus ion concentrations are inversely proportional to each other. If the H plus ion concentration increases, the pH of the solution decreases, and vice versa. Okay. Now here the pH of the pure water is 7 and pH of the pure water is also 7 at room temperature. So the total scale will be divided into 14 units. Okay. Here these 14 units are ranging from 0 to 14. Okay. Now here H plus ion concentration 10 raised to 0. So power will be 0. The pH will 0. If the H plus ion concentration 10 raised to minus 1. So the power numerical value 1. So pH value 1. Similarly 10 raised to minus 2 pH 2. 10 raised to minus 3 concentration of H plus, the pH value 3. Okay. If the concentration 10 raised to minus 14, then the pH value of the solution will be 14. This is only valid where? At room temperature. Okay. Now here the important thing is if the pH of a solution is equal to 7, if the pH of the solution is equal to 7, then pH will be also equal to 7, because pH plus pH is equal to how much? 14. Are you getting my point? Now here, if the solution pH value less than 7, then the solution is known as acidic solution. If the pH value greater than 7, then the solutions are said to be alkaline or basic in nature. If the pH value exactly 7, the solution is called neutral solution. This is only valid at room temperature. Remember, we should not say the pH of water is always 7. That is incorrect statement. pH of a water is 7 only at room temperature. Are you getting my point? Only at what? Room temperature. Now come to here. Some logarithm values given here. What is the logarithm 1? Log 1 value 0. Log 1 value 0. Log 10 value 1. Log 10 value 1. Log 1 value 0. Now log 2 value 0.3010. Log 2 value is what? 0.3010. Next log 3 value 0.4771. Log 3 value 0.4771. Next to log 4. Log 4 value 0.6020. Now how to identify the log 4 value? Log 4 indirectly nothing but, shall I write log 4 is equal to log of 2 square, indirectly 2 into log 2. Yes, log 2 value is how much? 0.3010 into 2 times, that is 0.6020. Once we know the log 2, it is very easy to identify the log 4. Okay. Now log 5 value 0.6990. Now the value approximately, this value approximately, shall I take the 0.7? Log 5 value how much? 0.7. So in the previous question you see here, I am taking the 5 value as a 10 to the power 0.7. How it is possible? Now here if you see, log 5 value 0.7. Okay. Log 5 value how much? 0.7. Now log 5 value 0.6990, but simplicity what I am taking 0.7. Shall I write 5 is equal to anti-log? Anti-log nothing but 10 to the power. Base should be 10. Are you getting my point? Suppose if the log 2 value 0.3, I am taking only 0.3. So what is the 2 value? 10 to the power 0.3. Are you getting my point? This is very important. This is called anti-logarithm. Anti-logarithm 0.3, nothing but 10 to the power 0.3. Anti-logarithm 5, 10 to the power of 5. Anti-logarithm 3, 10 to the power 3. Okay. Now log 6 value. How to find the log 6 value? Very easy. How? Log 6, shall I write log of 2 into 3? Now log AB nothing but log A plus log B. Log 2 value we know, that is 0.3010. Log 4, log 3 value we know 0.4771. By adding the log 2 and log 3 we will get the log 6 value. Yes. Now log 7 value 0.8451 and log 8 value. How to find the logarithm 8 value? Accelerate log 8, nothing but log of 2 cube. Log of 2 cube, nothing but 3 into log 2. What is the log 2 value? 0.3010. So accelerate 0.9030. That is the log 8 value. Logarithm 8 value. Okay. Now what is the log 9? Log 9 accelerate 3 square. That will be 2 into log 3. So 2 into what is the log 3? 0.4771. Nothing but 0.9542. Okay. Log 10 value 1. Log 10 value 1. Log 11 value 1.0414. Now here only we have to remember 3-4 values. Okay. What are the values we have to remember? Now for calculation point of view, you can take this is the 0.48. For calculation point of view, log 2 you can take 0.3. Okay. Now what values we have to remember? Number 1, we have to remember log 1, log 2, log 3, log 4, nothing but 2 log 2, and we have to remember the log 5, log 6, nothing but log 2 plus log 3, and we have to remember log 7, log 8, nothing but log of 2 cube, log 9, nothing but log of 3 square, and log 10 value 1 and log 11 value 1.0414. Remember, at least single digit logarithm values, if you remember, it will be very easy to solve the problem. So in complicated questions, that means double digit logarithm, definitely in the question the logarithm value should be mentioned. If it is not mentioned, then we have to see the what is the logarithm value with the help of log tabular form. From the log tabular form, we have to identify the log values. After that, only we can identify the H plus ion concentration or OH minus ion concentration. Are you getting my point? Now here, according to pH scale, the negative logarithm of H plus ion concentration. Similarly, we can write the pOH also. What is the pOH? pOH. It is also similar to pH. pOH will be equal to negative logarithm of OH minus ion concentration. pOH is nothing but negative logarithm of OH minus ion concentration. Similarly, pKa nothing but negative logarithm of Ka. pKb nothing but negative logarithm of Kb. Okay. Now pKw nothing but negative logarithm of Kw. Are you getting my point? Now here, if the pH value negative logarithm of H plus ion concentration, from here how to calculate the H plus ion concentration? H plus ion concentration, log H plus ion concentration will be equal to log H plus ion concentration will be equal to, shall I write minus log of pH? Yes. If you bring the log to right hand side, you will get anti-logarithm. So H plus ion concentration nothing but anti-log. Whenever we are writing anti-log, that means the base must be 10. The base must be 10 to the power minus pH. This is the formula to calculate the H plus ion concentration if the pH is given. Similarly, how to find the OH minus ion concentration? 10 to the power minus pOH. How to find the Ka? 10 to the power minus pKa. Okay. How to find the Kb? 10 to the power minus pKb. How to find the Kw? 10 to the power minus pKw. Are you getting my point? Now this is the information given here. This is the information given here. pH is equal to negative logarithm of H plus ions, and H plus ions concentration is equal to 10 to the power of minus pH, and pOH is equal to minus log of OH minus, and OH minus is equal to 10 to the power of minus pOH, and so on. Okay. Now after that, we have some problems here. At a certain temperature, the Kw value given to you 10 raised to minus 10. What is the Kw value given in the question? Ionic product of water given 10 raised to minus 10 moles per liter whole square. Now do you know, at any temperature, the H plus ion concentration or OH minus ion concentration will always equal to under root Kw. This is valid for all temperatures. Now what is the Kw given to you? 10 raised to minus 10. Okay, under root of 10 raised to minus 10, nothing but 10 raised to minus 5. Now here, H plus ion concentration will become how much? 10 raised to minus 5. From here we can calculate the pH value. Yes, pH is equal to negative logarithm of H plus, that is negative logarithm of 10 raised to minus 5. So the answer is 5. The pH is 5. pOH is also 5. Sum of the pH and pOH is equal to pKW, that is the 10. So pH plus pOH is equal to pKW. It is also valid at all temperatures. So from here pH plus pOH is equal to how much? 10. That means the midpoint of the 10 is the 5. The neutral point will be the 5. So neutral pH value half of the pKW, that will be 10 by 2, that will be 5. That means at exactly pH is equal to 5, the solution behaves as a neutral solution. Are you getting my point? Now the question is, the pH of the solution given how much? 5.4. That means if the pH of the solution, if the pH of a solution greater than 5, that is 5.4 means greater than 5, the aqueous nature of the solution will be basic in nature. Suppose if the pH of the solution, let's suppose here I am giving 5.2, I am giving 4.5. If the solution pH I am giving 4.5, then what is its nature? The actual pH of the neutrality 5, but the value less than 5, that means 4.5, that means acidic in nature. Are you getting my point? If the pH is given exactly 5, then the resultant solution is what? Neutral in nature. Are you getting my point? Now the second question similar to this one, the Kw value given at 60 degrees Celsius. Again, what is the formula to find the H plus ion concentration or OH minus ion concentration? Nothing but under root of Kw. Here, what is the Kw value given to you? 9.62 into 10 raised to minus 14. Now if you simplify the under root, value, so you will get 3.1. You will get how much? 3.1 into 10 raised to minus 7 moles per liter. This is the H plus ion concentration. From here we can find the pH value. Yes, pH is equal to what? Negative logarithm to the H plus ion concentration, base 10 to the H plus ion concentration. Now from here pH is equal to minus log of 3.1 into 10 raised to minus 7. Okay, log A be nothing but log A plus log B. That means minus log of 3.1 minus of log of 10 raised to minus 7. Here I am writing 7 minus log of 3.1. So approximately if you want to take this 3.1 as a 3, then 7 minus log 3. Log 3 value you know 0.4771. Approximately 0.48. Now you will get the value approximately pH value 6.52. Approximately, not exactly, 6.52. Now the question is, now here there are two, this 6.52 is the neutral point, neutral pH. What is the neutral pH of the solution? 6.52. Okay, now there are two questions. If the pH is 6.7, which is greater than the 6.52, that means the given pH value, which is greater than how much? 6.52. The given pH value more than 6.52. Are you getting my point? That means the resultant solution will be basic in character. Next, if the pH value 6.35, which is less than 6.52, that means the pH value, if it is less than 6.52, then the resultant solution will be what? Acidic in nature. Are you getting my point? The exactly neutral point is 6.52. If the given pH is more than 6.52, that is basic character. If it is less than 6.52, that is the acidic character. Okay. Now there is one more question. Prove that the degree of dissociation of a weak acid alpha is given by 1 plus 10 to the power pKa minus pH, where Ka is the dissociation constant. Okay. Now we have to prove. Let's suppose HA is a weak acid. How it dissociated? As a H plus and A minus. We know initially, let's suppose C moles per liter of weak acid is there. Initially there will be no ionization. Let's suppose if the system attaining the equilibrium, now from 1 mole alpha mole dissociated, so from the C moles C alpha moles dissociated, so C alpha moles of cation and C alpha moles of anion will be formed because of 1:1 ratio. Okay. Now here from the law of mass action, the equilibrium constant Ka is equal to product of the concentration of the products, that is called H plus ion concentration into A minus ion concentration whole divided by HA concentration. From here Ka is equal to, shall I write C alpha into C alpha by C minus C alpha. Here C alpha into C alpha, take the C in the denominator common, 1 minus alpha. So C gets cancelled here. So finally Ka is equal to C into alpha square by 1 minus alpha. If you remember, in Household dilution law, we derived this expression for weak electrolytes. Ka is equal to C alpha square by 1 minus alpha. Now here, what is the H plus ion concentration at equilibrium? C into alpha. This is the H plus ion concentration at equilibrium. Now what I am writing, Ka is equal to, I am writing C alpha into alpha by 1 minus alpha. Shall I write like this? C alpha into alpha, C alpha square. Instead of C alpha, shall I write the H plus ion concentration from here? So Ka will be equal to H plus ion concentration into alpha by 1 minus alpha. Okay. Here I am writing 1 minus alpha by alpha will be equal to H plus ion concentration divided by Ka. Okay. Now what I am doing, I am applying the logarithm on both sides. 1 minus alpha by alpha, log apply. On the right hand, log of H plus ion concentration by Ka. Okay. Now log A by B, nothing but log A minus log B. Are you getting my point? Now here, log of 1 minus alpha by alpha is equal to log H plus ion concentration accelerate minus pH. Yes, pH is equal minus log of H plus. Log H plus is equal minus pH. Minus log Ka, shall I write pKa? Yes, pKa. So shall I write pKa minus pH here. Okay. Now from here 1 minus alpha by alpha, if you bring the log to right side, you will get anti-log, that is the 10 to the power pKa minus pH. Okay. Now from here 1 by alpha minus 1 will be equal to 10 to the power pKa minus pH. From here 1 by alpha will be equal to 1 plus 10 to the power pKa minus pH. I want alpha, so shall I write alpha is equal to 1 whole divided by 1 plus 10 to the power pKa minus pH. So this is the relation between the degree of ionization of a weak electrolyte, that is a weak acid, and its dissociation constant Ka, okay, and its pH of the solution. Okay. Now this is a very important relation between the degree of dissociation, that is the ionization, that is the alpha. Okay. Now after completion of the pH scale, in the next class what we are going to study is how to calculate pH of different types of acids, that is strong acid, how to calculate the pH of a strong acid, how to calculate the pH of a strong base, how to calculate the pH of mixture of 2 acids and 2 bases, again in which one strong acid, otherwise one weak acid, otherwise 2 strong acids or 2 strong bases, otherwise 1 strong base, 1 weak base, and the next one is the to calculate the pH of a mixture of acid and base. Okay. So thank you for watching.